15 points. They're down by 11. And, you know, you go back to your comments at the beginning of the game, you know, you kind of feel like this is France's game to win. And if they don't win, it's down to France.
Yeah, exactly, Jeff. You know, 3 days off in a high-intensity tournament. And, you know, in the qualification game for Belgium, I said that they looked incredibly physically fatigued and also mentally fatigued. And I think France has done a good job of kind of just jumping out and attacking them and making them maybe play a little faster than they want to.
Mestag for three. Well, she had the 3 free throws, and now that's her first three-pointer of the game. And the deficit is single digits. Her sister Hannah Mestag also out there, number 22, coming out from Chavignon. Now Johannes. Chavignon, bounce pass. Badian. Wow.
Yeah. When France attack and when France kind of play with a little bit of freedom, they're really enjoyable to watch. And you see them playing with a lot of confidence right now.
Messerman catches it and scores with ease. Well, I think Belgium were being helped a little bit by France's some quick shots from jumpers in that first quarter. And let's see if France make a commitment to going inside. Here's Johannes back outside, right into the hands of Julie Alamand. And Julie Alamand misses, but a push-off called on Charteroux. And she is wide open, Alamand, so
it's not bad. I mean,
it's a reprieve for France, really, because she was hitting that shot against Slovenia.
Not a horrible shot attempt by her. Like you said, she was on fire the last game. She was 4-7 from three-point land. And, I mean, Rahman had also great rebounding position, and they got it back, so it worked out.
Good pressure by Epupa. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Alamand inbounds it to Messaman. And then the ball bounced over the head of Alamand into the hands of Gruda. Gruda from three-point range. Nope, that was a long two. She shot the ball very well tonight.
She has, and what's kind of interesting is that
Messaman and gets rejected by Gruda, and then a little bit of a stare down by Gruda.
I feel like Gruda actually probably could have saved the ball here, but instead she wanted to turn around and
that was weak stuff.
I mean,
Gruda
those two athletes know so much about each other. They've played against each other for quite a few years now in EuroLeague.
And now foul called, is it Chavignon?
Played against each other on the national team, so
yeah,
they're very well acquainted with each other's abilities. And
they're probably the two least likely people to ever get into any type of trash talk. The ball, the foul, and Rahman, who is so good when she puts the ball on the deck and goes to the basket.
Yeah, you and I thought she kind of settled for three-pointers actually in that Slovenia game when...
Not too many, but one or two.
She had 2 air balls.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right.
In the same quarter, I think, also. So that's what's sort of sticking out to me right now. And then when she did put the ball on the deck, she either scored or she made the right decision out of it.
Oh, good job. Mestag sneaking in for the rebound. And then Rahman goes up, and that is a breakdown for France. That is going to tick Valerie Garnier off. Yeah, as Belgians get it back to 7.
That was Kim Mestag who was able to sneak under Andy Miam.
Sevignon. No. And France starting to lose their way a little bit. And now the pass again to Alemán, who has a height advantage on Epupa, but brings it back out. Oh boy, Alemán's pass. He's got to make a better entry pass than that. And Epupa quickly to the other end. And then the scrap for the ball. They're letting him play.
And, you know, I thought that was a great steal by Epupa. I mean, she probably didn't get awarded the steal, but she was the one who tipped it, and then it went into Endimium's hands. Outlet, and maybe not the wisest choice of that layup.
Wow, backdoor to Mestag, and the lead has been cut to just 5 points.
Great job with the backdoor there. I mean, when teams are pressuring you and denying the pass, best way to break it is with a backdoor.
Gruda drives in, scrap for the ball. Johannes was in position, and Belgium have the basketball back. Well, the second quarter for them has been good, hasn't it, the last couple of games? Belgium have outscored France in this quarter 10-4. And now the pass to Mestag, who turns and misses. Rahman doing the dirty work again, getting in there, getting the rebound. Wow, she is tenacious, isn't she?
Yeah, she is. She just, statistically, she doesn't do a lot. You know, she's not high scorer, but right there, she just works hard, and she continues to work and fight.
They need to be tough right now. That's where they have to beat France. I mean, they can't be pushed around. And it's given some other opportunities. Messamon, that was an air ball, but it fell to Hannah Mestag. And this time, Epupa boxes out, and the ball goes back over to France. Waters is going to come back into the game. Johannes goes out, and Bria Hartley comes back in.
And so this is, you know, 5:47 left in the second quarter, and Johannes hasn't even attempted a shot.
Yeah,
and she only shot 3 times in their last game against, sorry, who did they play? Their last game was against Sweden. And she only shot 3 times, and Johannes is, I mean, she is exciting, and she's a scorer. Plain and simple, she's a scorer. So the fact that, you know, Belgium have gone on a little bit of a run. They've cut the lead to only 5 points. How come Marine Johannes, one of the best players in France, has not even attempted a shot yet?
It is a big question that needs to be answered. Maybe somebody will ask in the press conference. Well, rebound, outlet to Alemán, 104. She'll probably hold it up. Yes, she does. Entry pass, and Epupa reaches in, and quite possibly an exaggerated fall. Draws the foul.
You know, I keep saying that there's a term, and it's called a veteran move. And that was kind of one of them. You exaggerate a little, you know, post players hold a little, and it's just kind of those veteran moves that you see experienced players do.
So this is interesting. 5 fouls have been committed by France in this quarter. None for Belgium. And you know what that means? They're over the limit.
Yeah. Every time, you know, yeah, exactly. So Belgium, you know, could cut into this lead. There's still 5:12 left, and every foul here on out, Belgium are going to have the chance to shoot 2 free throws.
Yayi, that's too long. Into the hands of, and now that was a careless pass by Mestag. Trying to get it to Alemán. Just threw it away. Yayi. And that is a travel. Boy, they are lucky there, Belgium. Because that could have been a disaster, turning the ball over and then getting a 3-point play. 9 turnovers for Belgium, 7 for France. And great point about Johannes. You know, you're talking about a player that was one of the French stars at the last Olympics. Kind of not really at the races right now. So that was the travel on the Yayi.
Montant dans l'axe, ça le cœur, là, tu vas ressortir maintenant.
C'est juste parce qu'on a des difficultés.
11 assists for Belgium. 9 turnovers, 9
Assists
assists for France, 7 turnovers.
Jusqu'à pique à 45, on a des
To be ready. Over the basket line. Okay? When this one goes, to take off, to cut off. Alright? Okay? We do it once, and after we come back. Okay? We go in a 4 up. 4 up. Okay, pass it to 1. Kim, you go. Back pick for Emma. After the handoff. I mean, you know the situation.
Well, you saw the advantage in that graphic,
You're back.
the advantage in rebounds to Belgium, and Mestdijk now has 10 points, and she's a perfect 5 of 5 from the free throw line.
And really, before this game, you know, I kind of said I think it's going to be exciting to watch Kim Mestdijk and Marie Johannes go against each other. And talk a little bit more about Johannes. You know, the World Cup, she averaged over 10 points a game. This year with Bourges in EuroLeague, she was over 15 points a game. And, you know, she is one of the better scorers for this French team. And it just surprises me that she hasn't even shot. I don't want her to force shots, but I don't know if it's a lack of confidence or they're not even looking for her.
Well, that attempt goes off the front of the rim, and here comes a Pupa. Let's see if a new France has emerged from the huddle during the timeout. Bria Hartley just caused problems in the first quarter. Here's a Pupa. Oh, nice shifty move. Oh, but then missed the layup. Pass to Messaman. Was kind of falling down. She thought she was going to make it. Oh, Pupa just kind of loses control. Mestdijk sneaks in there, hustles, gets it back. Bria Hartley has it. 4 on the shot clock. She puts it up from a long way out and just grazes the outside of the net.
Yeah, I actually think she had a little bit more time. She didn't need to go to that shot. She could have taken a few. She could have even drove to the basket because Belgium were in a closeout, hustle, scramble type situation.
It seemed that Belgium were completely out of sync in the first quarter, and now you can say the same about France. Mestdijk hands it off to Delar, and now it's a 1-point game. The Belgian Cats have clawed their way back into this. And Waters guarding down low. Garuda giving him big minutes here, the veteran. Now she switches. The bounce pass to Garuda. Ayayi crashes the boards, but it's Delar who comes up with it. And she needs to hold it up. And she whips the ball over to Mestdijk. Alamon drives in, makes the shot, and draws the foul. Belgium have taken the lead.
Who would have thought that at the end of the first quarter, Jeff? I'm here. Good job by Alamon, and the finish too. Great finish with the foul. France just needs to calm down. I mean, what was working for them earlier? You knew Belgium was going to come back. They weren't just going to fold and, you know, let France run away with this game, because Belgium 100% that they can win also. But France, where have you gone? I mean, I think they're not getting great shots on offense. Belgium are playing better defense, but
well, this is
they're settling. They're starting to settle. They were hitting shots early in the game. And look at this, field goals this quarter, 2 of 10 for France compared to 6 of 14 for Belgium.
Hartley, mid-range, Alamon with the rebound. It's just bizarre how France have just completely lost their rhythm. Some questionable decisions, perhaps. Shot shots taken. Belgium much more better idea of what they want to do. And that was a little bit too long from Kim Mestag. Hartley. Back to Yayi Apupa for 3. There you go. Nope, that was a 2, but nevertheless, she was open. And Philippe Mestag calls timeout here with 1:45 to go. I'm sure Apupa thought she was going to get a 3-pointer for that, but her toe was on the line.
We are back in the game. We go in the four-side, but surely you will bring up the
Belgium,
ball.
a lot of damage at the free throw line.
You have a two-man's play on the side with you two. Okay? Yeah, okay. We have this, so I'm not coming to the ball. Okay?
Oui, parce qu'elle est derrière, donc il faut qu'elle soit au-dessus avec Mestag. Tu comprends? Non, avec Allemand, là, tu vois le dernier là.
Pretty eagle from the bench.
De toute façon, quand vous switchez, il faut le faire vraiment. Il faut vraiment switcher. Oh! Quand vous switchez, vous regardez. Allez, 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 allez. Allez là!
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Apupa, with that last basket, now has 4 points.
And you know, Jeff, during that timeout, we saw that stat from the free throw line. Belgium are shooting 9 of 12 from the free throw line. And what I like is that they've been 12 times already, and that just shows you that they're being aggressive. And they're an incredibly good free throw shooting team, just under 83%. So they're not a team that you want to foul and put to the line.
Alamon over to Messaman. Didn't quite have the angle she wanted. France back on top and with possession. Gruda baseline. That's better. Low in the game with her long, bushy ponytail. She's got the ball now. Well, that was a tough catch. And Waters' attempt off the rim.
Yeah, not a great offensive attack by Belgium. I'm sure Coach Mestag's not too happy about that last trip down the floor on offense for them.
Well, things kind of dried up for them on that end of the floor the last few possessions. Yayi. And good block by Messaman right at the end of that move. And now Belgium will try to hold it for 1. Alamon somehow gets inside, but he gets swatted by Indy Miam. So that's how the first half finishes. Hard to know what to make of that. It is a close game. On the one hand, you feel like France perhaps have let a big opportunity to go by putting this game away early. You see Miam getting the swat at the end. And France lead at 35-32.